I'm Kristen, curious trauma therapist, and I have decided that I'm just making this video for me and not for anybody else because I have made a commitment to myself to post one video a week. And I am so beyond busy right now that I wanted to blow off making this video because it would take me a while to figure out what I wanted to create and blah, blah, blah. So I decided I'm not going to create something specific. I'm just going to create a video just to accomplish my goals of creating a video once a week. We have been, or I have been, I should say, in the midst of launching a new program, and I've been recording all the modules, and need to edit all those modules. I need to get the sales page, up and running. I need to get the email sequences out. And so I am really, really busy. And I could tell you that I should say I could easily convince myself not to do a video this week because I have so many other things that I need to get done, truthfully. But if I slip on one week, then I'm just going to slip on the next week and I'm going to slip on the next week. And I have to really stay true to my commitment. And so that's what I'm doing with this video. I'm just staying true to my commitment. And I also be clear, this is not like a New Year's resolution. It's not like a 2026 New Year's resolution. It was not. It was more a commitment to a couple of things to create videos. One was just to do it because I do like it. But two, I think it's a really great way to share information. And I like to have information. I like to share information for free. And I think that YouTube is the best way to do that. I'm not exactly sure where my channel is going to go. Obviously, if you're watching this video now, I probably only have like 7 or 8 videos on the channel. But I am going to be intentional about what I'm doing. But right now, it's not about like setting the marketing direction or setting the, goals for the channel. For me, it's about the repetition that comes with creating a video, getting a sequence, getting a system down. I'm going to create a video. I'm going to learn how to do the thumbnail. I'm going to learn how to upload it to YouTube. And if I do that every week, it becomes easier and easier. And I've seen that that's true. Every week it's become easier and easier to do that. So this channel will have a direction at some point. And that direction really is about offering free content to trauma therapists because those are my people. And I want to help them with their businesses because I see that so many struggle with their businesses on all different levels, whether that be setting a rate or, setting an ethical private pay rate or, launching a group consultation program. I just see some of the same things that kind of come up over and over again because it's come up now in the last couple of days working with some clinicians of, I don't know if I'm smart enough to do that. I don't know if I, have enough together to do that, or I have to tick off all of these boxes. Like I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to do that, to launch my thing or to really dive deep into this thing that I want to offer people. And that's exactly what could have happened here for my video and for this channel. I know I want to go and have like a strategy of where I go, what I post, and what the topics are going to be about in order to best manipulate that YouTube algorithm and to get more views and all of that fun stuff. And I will do that. But right now, like the baby step to doing that is for me to show up and make a video. So that's what I'm doing. And it's interesting that I think about it as I'm talking. I had a membership call yesterday with people who have graduated from the beta launch of my Transforming Your Trauma Therapy Practice program. And, one of my colleagues was talking about, wanting accountability and what to do for her next steps. And we were breaking it down and she was like, wanted to be on step 3. And I was like, whoa, can we come back to step 1? And just for 1 week, can you focus on step 1? And I think that I think that's really where I am here. Let's focus on step 1. Step 1 is, can you sit down and record a video? Can you edit it? I don't think I'm going to edit this video, FYI. So I'm sorry if it's all over the place, but I just don't have the time to edit it. But step 3, can I create a thumbnail? And step 4, can I upload it to YouTube and let it go out there? And so that's the thing I'm doing right now, is just I'm getting a video out there. I'm getting used to sitting in front of the camera. I'm getting used to talking to you in this way. I'm getting used to, how do I download it and upload it? And how do I create a thumbnail? And I'm not creating a thumbnail of like, how do I create that thumbnail that attracts the most people? It's more like, how can I get one up there so you don't have like a stupid look of my face from where the image froze. So those are the little things I'm doing. I'm doing them for me. I'm recording this one for me. I'll have more videos out there that I'll record for everybody else or anybody who wants to learn something that I might have to share. I think there'll be a lot of stuff that I want to share. Actually, I know what video I want to do, but it's one that takes more research and a little bit more, fine tuning. And that's one about, how to help trauma therapists utilize a tool like Google Notebook LM, where they're studying and they're, understanding complex topics. So that's what I want to do next. And I don't know if that's going to be a whole, like, I want to focus on AI for trauma therapists or not. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure if there's a lot of interest in that or not. So if you're watching this and you've made it through right now it's 7 minutes of rambling, and you have an idea and you're a trauma therapist and you want to learn something, please pop that in the chat, because I would appreciate that. And I would definitely value feedback of what people are looking for. I think mindset will definitely be one of them. And I think that's why, for me, just sitting down and making this video is one thing, because mindset of, I can do this, I can put myself out there, is really important to me. And finding a way to reach people is really important to me. And now it's trying to curate like what it is that I want to try to share or just support people in. And it's mostly, my target is really trauma therapists and helping them honestly not to burn out. I want to help them stay in the business. I want to help them figure out how to get paid well. And I don't mean well, like paid so that they don't burn out, so they can sustain their business, so they can sustain their families and themselves while helping other people. Because every day in the news I look and I see trauma everywhere. And I know it's overused. I think a lot of people feel like trauma therapy is overused, or it's trauma, or it's PTSD. And I would agree with that. I think it probably is overused. But when I think about things that are happening and I understand the ramifications of, might seem like one little news event, how that impacts a family, how that impacts a community, how that impacts people who are left behind, I can see how it can change the trajectory of someone's life when they experience something like that, and how it changes trajectories of so many lives. And that's so clear to me when I see it. But what I want to, on the other hand, acknowledge and support is that the impact of one trauma therapist with someone who's experienced a trauma, that impact changes the trajectory too. It changes it in so many beneficial ways. And that's why it's so critical for us to have trauma therapists that feel financially sustained in their businesses, have enough room to really focus on helping clients and not overworking themselves to the point that they are compromised in their work with their clients. It's just really important work. And just as the ripple of one traumatic event, I can see the ripple through all of so many people. I also see the ripple of the one trauma therapist and the one person who comes in bravely, who comes into trauma therapy and says, I'm ready to look at this thing. It's going to be the hardest thing I do, and I'm ready to look at it. I also see the ripple of like that, just that commitment. Even though trauma therapy doesn't take like this, it's not a quick fix. It takes time. But I can see the ripple of that in a positive way through the community as well. And that's what I'm trying to hope. That's what I hope to get from my work with trauma therapists on the business side, is just to stay in it, and continue to do this work because it's meaningful and it changes lives. So I think that's the end of my rambling. I've made it to 11 minutes. Those are some of my thoughts. I don't know if it had any direction. And I'm going to be honest, I really don't. I'm not going to be too concerned if it had direction or not. This one is for me. This is for me about committing, showing up, saying I'm going to do something and doing it, and working that out here with you. And if you've stayed till the end, I appreciate that you've stayed till the end as I've worked this out, or as I've explored this for myself. If you're a trauma therapist, please subscribe. I really do want to support you in developing a business that is financially sustainable for you. And I don't just mean you have to charge like hundreds of dollars per session. I mean, there's so many ways that we can impact there's so many ways that we can create a financially stable, sustainable practice that aligns with you ethically. And I have no stake in or opinion on people charging a lot or people charging a little. Like, you have to do what works for you, which is sustainable for you. But what has to be done is the work that's sustainable. And I want to offer that to my clients, or my fellow colleagues, I should say, is that there's a lot of ways to run a sustainable trauma therapy practice. And it doesn't mean that you have to charge like, $350 a session. If you want to, and you've got the certifications and the professional, and you want to charge $350, I also have no problems with that either, right? Helping people is the goal, but we can't help people when you are not living sustainably. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will have hopefully a little bit more direction the next time, the next video that comes out. All right, bye-bye.